In this podcast, I'm going to be exploring a bit of a mystery here. I've got a site on Redbubble, a store called Sayem Hossain from Bangladesh, and they have 859 designs. A lot of the designs are actually really well crafted. They look good. They've actually got some interesting niches here. But as I scroll on down to the very bottom of the store, I can see that they have over 800 designs, but they only have 375 favorited, 6 following, and not many sales. So in this podcast, I've actually got 3 tips about how they can supercharge their Redbubble store to achieve consistent sales. Let's jump in. If you're just new to this and you're not sure where to find stuff on YouTube, I do want to point out, hey, look at that. I've got a book. It's on Amazon. You just type in Zen Watercooler on Amazon. You'll find the book. And on the YouTube channel, there's this tab here called Playlists. And if you click on the Playlist tab and you scroll on down, you're going to see there's a whole playlist of Zen podcasts. I've got over 20 videos in there that you can check out. And these are all basically store reviews, but it's also me just kind of, riffing on different things that I like. And they're a little bit more informal than some of the more finely tuned edited videos that you might see. Okay, so one of the things that's frustrating about Redbubble, if you're on your Redbubble journey or your print-on-demand journey, is you just don't know if you're doing things correctly because it's hard to gauge because really you're just looking at other stores. So I can see here this person has their store set up. They have 859 designs. They do have a good looking thumbnail here on the front, and what I like about this is that I can easily see the quality of their designs. So if you're new on Redbubble and you're not sure what your thumbnail here should look like or what your store banner should look like, this is a great looking storefront. There's a bunch of designs that easily show the quality. I do like the little thumbnail as well because it shows an actual person's face and says, hey, I'm an actual human being, please buy from my store. So this is pretty good. Now there's a featured collection at the top as well, which is Christmas stuff, and this probably gets cycled throughout the year. So you wouldn't want to have the Christmas one up in the middle of the summer, for example, but these look pretty decent. And as I scroll on down, I can see there's different collections here on the left-hand side, and there's a whole bunch of collections, like a lot of collections. So I've got 3 tips here in this podcast that I want to give. And the first one is take a look at your 859 results. When you sort by most relevant, chances are these are the ones that are getting the most likes and the most favorites in your shop. So the top 10, I would say, take a look at. And these are the ones that are getting the most traction. Now, I know as soon as people see this one, for example, it's about a mask and it's got stars and stripes and it mentions the president, people are going to go, oh my goodness, this is a controversial design. I do want to point out, those are the designs on Redbubble that typically sell the best. Ones that elicit an emotion. They could be anger, could be happiness, could be frustration, could be pride, whatever it is. So when you look at these top 10 results, you may want to take a look at these and say, why am I getting favorites? I really like this B one, for example, because I think the quality of the workmanship is very high. Same thing with the Halloween bats. So my first piece of advice is you've got a lot of designs here that seem to be seasonal or seem to be trending. You've got a collection here that are Christmas designs. You've got collections that are Halloween related and Veterans Day, Thanksgiving. You can see here on the left-hand side. What I would encourage you to do is remove the years. So Christmas, instead of Christmas 2021, just have Veterans Day instead of Veterans Day 2021. You're just dating yourself by having the year. And you do need to expect you're not going to get a lot of sales on Halloween when it's not Halloween season. So what I would encourage you to do, and this is my second piece of advice, is I would encourage you to really do some niche research. And what I mean by niche research is take a look at your top trending designs here, like these top 10. I'm going to just click open the B one. And when we take a look at the B one, this is cute, wholesome bee sticker. This looks great. Ask yourself, how competitive of a niche is this? Because as I scroll on down, and I can see you've got some decent looking tags here. I'm just going to click on one, be happy, for example. I'm just clicking on the first one here kind of at random. And we can see there's 19,000 results. That's a lot of results. And it's all be kind, be happy, be this, be that. The chances of you making a sale, regardless of how good the design is relatively low because the niche is so packed with other designs. I'm going to pick another one here that's a decent niche. You've got United States Army Veterans Day. I'm going to click on this one over on the right-hand side. This is a great looking design, so I'm not in any way putting down the design. I think the design looks great. As I scroll on down and I see the tags, you've got a lot of long trail tags, which is great. Veterans Day History, I Love USA stickers. That's a really long tag. So when I click on this tag, so now I'm searching for it, there's 438 results, which that's very strange for a very long tail tag. What I would encourage you to do is do some niche research and find niches that have less than 1,000 results, like this one, and build on that. So this is actually a good thing. You've got enough that it looks like people are actually searching for it, or there's at least, it's not like there's 2, results or 4 results. 438 means this is a decent niche, but there's not 4,000 or 40,000. Okay, so this is a good one that I would actually grow out. I would take a look at my shop and I would say, since it's ranking in the top 10 in relevant, and it's a decent niche with not a lot of results, I can build on that. I did want to point out, as far as the tags go, when I scroll on down, you've got a lot of long tail tags, and what I mean by this is you've got really long, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you've got a 7-word tag here. I would encourage you to also include shorter tag words as well. United States, Army, military, like just simpler tags. These are great tags, but they're really long. So just try to make them a bit shorter, and you can have up to 50 tags, so you've got lots of space here. Okay, so really just to summarize, there's 3 tips here. The first tip is you're in very competitive niches. So I would encourage you to find lower competitive niches and build up your shop in those lower competitive niches. The second tip is related, and it's your tagging. I would encourage you to have more tags that are simpler as well. Keep the ones you've got, but add in simpler tags, because that will also help trigger search results. And the third tip is that really your store is all over the map in terms of a unique identity. When I look at your top banner, for example, as nice as these designs are, there's no unique identifier. You're not really the shark store, you're not the bee store, you're not the pineapple store. Now your style of artwork at the top seems to be really consistent, and that might be your brand. So I'm not suggesting you abandon all the other niches and only make funny cat designs, or you only make funny pineapple designs. I'm not saying that at all, but you may want to take a look at your top 10 designs that you've got, which is most likely the ones that are getting you the sales to date. And these are the ones you might want to look at and say, are there ways I can build up these collections in lower competition niches with a few more tags? If you're getting a sale, it's the universe telling you, make more of those designs. Hope you found that helpful. And here's another podcast video that you may find helpful as well. I love doing store reviews. Thank you so much for your questions and your comments, and feel free to weigh in and give this person your opinion as well. I appreciate your feedback and your time. Thanks a lot, everybody. Bye for now.